Okie dokie. So, we're back with something different today. It should be a wee bit shorter, but I'm just going to talk through how to set up like a premix on Pro Tools. So if anybody ever asks you for a premix or something, if you're sending something to like a mix engineer and you know how to do this as an artist or something, super handy. Or if you're like an intern or something at a studio and they can't be bothered setting up the session just to save time, you do a premix. So basically it's just like getting everything in line, put all the tracks in, name them correctly, put them in order, maybe color code it, maybe make some auxiliary tracks, clean up the mix, make up a wee rough mix, but doing no processing or anything. So I'm going to bring in this tune that I made myself, and then I might make another video of how I mixed this in Pro Tools, and I'm just going to bring all these stems in. As you can see, the naming and all that's pretty bad, so yeesh. This is what we've got. Cool, let's just get right into it. So I'm just going to go through each one, name them properly, and then put them into groups and send them to buses and auxiliary tracks. So first one is keys, brush, snare, alright. So now we've got all the stuff named and you can see them. Now I'm going to put them into groups. So keys, reverse, keys, cut. So this is the main thing, is the keys, done by a lovely Ross Little. Now, what I just did there, you make groups. Command+G, group, keys. Good thing to do. I don't know who came up with this. Somebody's got an idea for it. Some famous mix engineer. But you simply key command it so that for keys you put like K, just so that it's in your head, and that's quite an easy thing. So if you think, if the key command select thing is orange here, that means whatever you press will toggle that on and off. But obviously if it's in the mix window, which is like here, stuff like R and T to zoom is on that, and as you can see here, it's not selected. But yeah, when it is, like in here, so Command+G, drums, D. Oh, I did not make a master fader. Master fader. There we go. So all that's sent into this. Probably good to make a drum bus. So shift option is do to all selected. So to a new track, drums, new aux input, put that at the end of the drums. Shift option, new track, perk. The only reason you'd really want to do that is so that you can apply processing and plugins to all of them. But if they all kind of do their own separate thing, you don't really want. Well, it depends. If it's like some general EQ and stuff, then maybe, yeah. But yeah, it's kind of okay. So something that you should do is get the tempo of the track. So if it's done to a click or something, or made in a DAW, like what mine is, it was also done to click, so that the grid is legit and you can make changes without it really affecting too much. So yeah, 96. Oh no, put that to start. And then kind of you can go through the track now and add markers. So that's enter on the numeric keypad if you've got a big keyboard like me. So obviously that'd be the intro. Verse 1, kind of. It's instrumental. So that's all at the top, just to kind of help you with the structure. If it was recorded in like a studio or something, and it was like live drums, and you had like all the stems for the drums and stuff, I would go in and use like strip silence on stuff like the toms and stuff like that, just to get rid of any unwanted spill. So obviously do that with command+u to get rid of any silence, but because this was all produced, it's using samples and stuff, I won't do that. And it's already been kind of pre-mixed already in Ableton, but this is just to tighten it all up. So a rough mix of levels, let's just do that. You want your master to be at 0 so it isn't clipping. Command click to clear the solo on this on your aux tracks. Also an important thing. Let's add the bass in. I'm actually bring this up here because it's important. Alright, pretty much that's how you do a premix. Tighten everything up, color coordinate it because it does make a difference. Put them into groups, send them to auxiliary tracks if need be. You could send everything to an auxiliary track, and so that's then, or what are they called? What are they called? VCAs. Yeah, you could also send them all to VCA masters, which are basically just faders for the groups. If it's like a huge session, that could help, because then you're like, you could hide a lot of the tracks and then simply do some like level changes and stuff with those, but it's not really necessary in a track like this of this size. No processing done up there, no need, because you'll do that in it and you're actually starting to mix it. This is like a rough levels thing. It's not clipping, even though it's at 0, which is good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty quick, pretty simple, but like effective in the long run, because then it can just get that's like 20 minutes saved when you just want to mix stuff. And if you're in like a creative mindset of mixing, you don't want to faff with all this crap. So yeah, there you go. That's how you make a premix.